We are live from the Shadowmap headquarters. We are here today because we have some new stuff to show, and let's just jump right in. It's basically Shadowmap 2.0, you could say, because there's so many changes and new features. And follow me. I'm just going to give you a little overview on what's new there. So this is the new Shadowmap. What you see here is Vienna. In Vienna we have a new data model, so we have more updated buildings, and this also includes Munich and Tokyo. So we have much more detailed models. You see here some crazy tower in Tokyo, and also in Munich there is much higher detail. We did this for Expo Real, basically. We wanted to just show what we are capable of. But let's get back to Vienna. I can show you some new interface features. For example, you can now change the focal length, which is basically the zoom. So you can make wide angle shots and low angle shots. This is maybe quite cool for our photography people, but it also helps you like to just get the whole scene more into the frame, and you see like a beautiful morning sky, evening sky, and all that stuff. What you also have now in Shadowmap is a floor level indication. I want to say like these features are Shadowmap Pro features, so you need to be Pro user to access them. Floor level indication allows you to visualize floor levels on buildings. So if you, for example, are interested in an apartment in the 7th floor, you can just activate floor level indication, and then you really see, okay, I'm in the first, second, third, blah, 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 7th floor, and then you can see how the sunlight situation is behaving throughout the day and obviously throughout the year as well. Yeah, we also have something which I'm gonna show you later, a first-person camera, so you can move like in a game. But let's continue. So I mentioned before a new buildings model in Munich. This is covering the whole city, and a new buildings model in Tokyo, which is also covering, I think, a big part of the city, but outer districts are still like regular quality, you see it here, but you can go into the high ones and you see like very fine details, and there is no performance drop. Which brings me to, oh, this is too early. And another feature we release in the next days, it's the ability to change the elevation model. So maybe you have used Shadowmap in Manhattan and you saw like these artifacts in the surroundings, and you can now change to a different provider, for example Mapbox, and then you have like super clean elevation data. And this also affects actually Tokyo, because here you see like hills where there shouldn't be hills, because our data provider says it's an elevation model, but it's a surface model, and you will be able to change to another data provider, and then you have like perfect terrain data. And since Shadowmap is a global product, we don't often, or sometimes we don't know how the data quality is at the very location you're using it, and we want to enable you to try it out, like maybe this elevation provider works better for you, so you will be able to change that in Shadowmap Pro. Another big thing is overall engine updates. So with the new Shadowmap you have much higher viewing range. We are here in Barcelona, for example, and you see like little hill structures in the far on the horizon when compared to the old Shadowmap. I'm just switching here now back and forward. You see, like this is the old one. There is nothing here because we don't have enough view range, and this is now much better. So you have like accurate depiction on how the sun is available at your location, compared to here where you can't be really sure, like you couldn't be really sure, because there might be like a big mountain and you wouldn't see it. So this is now much increased. You also see the overall scope of buildings being rendered around the current location is larger. So here it's also like the loading behavior changed drastically. So when you, for example, in the old Shadowmap, you zoom out, you always have like this grid and then the tiles load. But this now is much better. So after an initial load, you'd always have like contextual data present, and consecutively the final data is loaded. So you always have context. You never have like this empty grid view or whatever. yeah, what else do we have? This is really the final conclusion. It's quite cool. Yeah, no, that's a big one. That's a big one, which was causing me pain for over 2 years, I want to say, and I mean it. So with our old engine, we had slices between, or seams between the tiles, and they don't just look ugly, but they really behave weird because light is passing through them. So you had like these artifacts of light shooting through the mountains, and this is just ridiculous. And it was really something that bothered me for a long time, and yeah, including the loading behavior, obviously. And this is now fixed. So yeah, for example, here we are in Grand Canyon, and there are no seams anymore. So there is no weird lighting behavior. And this brings me to something really, really cool. So Shadowmap Studio, it's our solution where you can upload your own 3D models. Here we have a very nice house, and we just placed it in the midst of the Rocky Mountains. And what you can now do is you can see from the outside, obviously, how the light shoots into the house. But what you can also do is you can just move in, you can just go in there. And I mean, I want to live there, it's super nice. You can see how the sun rises on the horizon, and it just enlightens or like illuminates your home. And this is all very precise, highly precise. You can move freely. Just a perfect simulation, and it runs as always right in your browser or on your smartphone. Also, I want to say that first person mode, which I'm having here now. So I'm using my like in a game, my cursor keys to move the camera, and I can rotate. And this also works on smartphones and tablets. We have a little software joystick, and you can just also freely move the camera around. Yeah, so this is already live. The elevation model selection is gonna go live in the next days, and we also have some other cool stuff in the pipeline, and yeah, looking forward to show this to you. Also, I want to say thanks to the whole product team, to Ollie for nice designs. We also have like a little redesigned user interface, maybe you have noticed already. And yeah, the engine, the app, it runs faster, it runs better. It's really quite cool. It has only advantages. And yeah, there's new stuff coming in the next week all the time. So yeah, check out Shadowmap regularly to see if you catch any upgrades. We will also publish a newsletter and do some other social media posts about the new features. So I hope you have fun. Thank you, Ollie, for designing. Thank you, Vladislav, for implementing all this really cool stuff. And also thanks to Marcus, who did some really good job in studio. And yeah, thanks to the whole team. Thanks to the whole team. That's it. Have a nice evening. Bye.